Natin dahil makasama natin ang ating Acting Secretary ng Department of Budget and Management o DBM. On the line si Secretary Rolando Rolly Toledo. Sec Rolly, magandang umaga po. Peter Atrica sa programang Balita Patan. How are you doing po?
Good morning!
Yes, magandang umaga sa inyo, Ms. Rica, and of course, Mr. Peter Bujim. At magandang umaga rin po sa ating mga tagapakinig at nanonood. Magandang umaga po.
Secretary Rolly, it's our pleasure to have you on the program and very timely also because kahapon nga po dineklara na yung I suppose foregone conclusions sa marami ito na we have an energy emergency kahit na hindi ginamit yung word na crisis But what is the ano po ang significance nitong pagkakadeklara ng Pangulong ng National Energy Emergency in terms of finances? Ano po ang pwede nating asahan mula sa Department of Budget and Management or the Department of Finance in general po?
Okay. Siguro, natin muna siguro kung bakit ito ay binuo ng ating presidente, ng ating eksekutibo. It's because we want that our, of course, dineclare niya in the light of the ongoing conflict in the Middle East and the resulting imminent danger posed upon the availability and stability of the country's energy supply. Okay. Now, ang tanong mo specific para sa atin sa Department of Budget and Management.
Opo.
Okay po. Sagutin ko na rin ng diretso. As member of the committee na binuo under what we call the Unified Package for Livelihoods, Industry, Food, and Transport or tinatawag na UPLIFT, the DBM plays a dual role po dito, supporting the whole of government coordination while, of course, ensuring fiscal discipline by identifying funding source. Yun ang pinaka-importante. And of course, enabling timely releases dito and aligning all the interventions with the general appropriations. Kasi importante po yan na dapat po malinaw na itong mga release na pondo natin ay naayon sa ating batas. Okay? So, right now po, the DBM has already identified around 230 billion in available funding from the existing sources and can further generate fiscal space by, of course, reprioritizing non-essential expenditures and ensuring sources are quickly redirected to critical needs. So initially po, we have identified that already, the 230 billion.
Malaki din po yung bilang na yon, SEC, no? Yung 230 billion pesos. Pero magkano po ang hatian nito kung pag-uusapan po natin ay sa ayuda para dun po sa ating mga nangangailangan at saka yun din po sa pagbibigay natin ng budget to procure more petroleum.
Okay. Yes. Ganito lang, explain ko lang po, yung 230 billion para malinaw din sa ating mga nakikinig, yung 230 billion ay nanggaling po yan sa tatlong sources po. One is from our continuing appropriations po ng 2025 kasi may mga balansi po ng mga programa from 2025 budget. Yung tinatawag na continuing, that is around 10.1 billion. Tapos din po sa ating 2026 GAA, na-identify po natin dyan around 199.2 billion. Okay? So that's around 210 billion already. Now, mayroon tayong tinatawag na automatic appropriations or special account in the general fund, which we have also identified that and even released na po yan, yung 20 billion pesos para po dun sa pagbili po ng buffer po natin as to the oil, yung mga i-import natin. Yun po yung charges against the Malampaya Gas Fund na tinatawag. So that's a 230 billion.
Okay.
Now, if you want to be specific about it po, doon sa ating mga programa na binibigyan natin sa ating mga ahensya, mayroon po tayong, unahin ko na rin po dito siguro, yung ating DA, yung allocation po na 10 billion. Mayroon po tayong presidential assistance to farmers and fisher folk na 10 billion po. Mayroon din po tayong malaking tulong po dito, yung binibigay sa atin ng DSWD po, na protective services for individuals and families in difficult circumstances Yun po yung ginagawa na po ngayon ni Secretary Riggs. Ang total appropriation po niyan is around it's 63.8 billion.
Mhm, mhm.
And of course, mayroon din po tayo sa mga ahensya galing ng DMW. Mayroon tayong 4.2 billion para sa kanilang at saka OWA. Specifically for OWA, yung kanilang Emergency Repatriation Program and Alagang OWA.
Okay.
And also po yung Action Fund na
Oo.
2 billion, so 4.2.
Okay.
So marami po dyan. Aside from that, meron po tayong siyempre yung contingent fund po natin, na lump sum po yan, 13 billion. At saka yung National Disasters Reduction and Management, that is 23.5 billion.
Okay.
Yan po yung mga malalaking halaga out of the 230 billion po na nakita na natin na pwede nating source of funds for this emergency or in this crisis that we are experiencing right now.
Okay. Secretary Rolly, let me just confirm kung tama po yung pagkakaunawa ko. No? Etong 230 billion po na inyong nalikom, this is a part and totally different from the budget na ginagamit ngayon ng DSWD, ng OWA, at ng ilang pang agencies na inyong binanggit. This is over and above that.
Linawin ko yan, Peter, no? This is ito regular program po yan ng ating mga ahensya na nabanggit po. Nasa General Appropriations Act po yan. That's why ako po, the 2026 GAA at saka yung continuing Apro ng 2025. Kasi bago po tayo mag-tap ng other fund source, titingnan muna natin syempre po kung available funding source natin yan. So those are available at this time. Kaya po yan po ay ating na-release comprehensively part of that, and some of that of which po ay i-release pa rin lang po ng DBM.
So,
Kasama po yan sa regular Apro po
Okay.
sa nila. Yung napanggit ko po na 230.
so kabilang na dun sa allotment or part of the GAA for 2026, no? Yung
Yes
10
po. Saka yung continuing appropriation po ng 2025.
which is 10.1 billion.
Yes po.
Ang susunod pong tanong, Secretary, is so i-gather ninyo itong mga pondo na ito, can you actually use it for a different purpose because of this energy emergency?
Actually po, hindi po. Kasi po rin yan, for emergency talaga naman po yung mga paggamit po dyan, just like po yung ginagawa po ng yung DOTR na 2.5 billion, that is fuel subsidy for transport sector affected by rising fuel prices. Talaga intended po yan because
Okay.
remember when we experienced that before, nagkaroon po tayo ng palawakang problema noon when we have that problem also. That's why we have this as a regular fund kasi po since we are import dependent of oil, tinitingnan po natin ang epekto niyan. So that's why mayroon po tayong programang ganyan po, fuel subsidy. At the same time, yung AIX po yung ginagamit po, yung ng DSWD, Protective Services for Individuals and Families. Kasi in difficult circumstances. Because alam nyo naman po ngayon, with the crisis, siyempre marami po maapektuhan that they will be very much be affected by this crisis. So,
Precisely.
ito po yung binibigay po natin.
Okay. Does it mean po na itong 230 billion na inyong na-identify, is this, in simple accounting parlance, is this cash on hand or popondohan pa ito ng borrowings?
Hindi po. Ito po ay nakaprograma na po. When we prepared the budget po, mayroon tayong programa na po. So, this is what we call already na nakaprograma na po ito, sources coming from our revenue, and of course, yung projected borrowings po na natin that's before. So, in this case po, hindi pa tayo nag-additional borrowing po nito kasi ito ay nakaprograma na po even when we prepared the budget and it is approved by Congress. So, ito nakaprograma na po ito.
Okay, nakaprograma
Hindi
pero...
lang po nakaprogram dito
Okay.
na initially po, that's why may additional program natin po. Ito yung 20 billion po na nirelease po natin para doon sa ating yung request for yung pagbili po ng bulk ng oil po to support or rather to address the oil supply disruption in the country, chargeable against the special account in the general fund that is coming from the Malampaya Gas Fund po.
Okay, so
Yun po yung additional program.
yes po. Thank you, Secretary. So ibig sabihin, portion of what will finance the 230 billion will come from borrowings.
Ano po yun? Hindi siya additional borrowing po kasi sa ngayon po we're still working on the program which is actually kasama na po doon sa original na borrowing program ng Treasury. So this is not an additional borrowing po. O just to clear po. Kasi nakaprograma na nga po ito. Kasi ito pong binanggit ko pong programa ay kasama doon sa original o nasa GAA na po siya.
Mhm.
Apo.
Okay.
Opo. Sir, yung budget po na binanggit ninyo, a big chunk of this po ba ay liquid na pwede na agad ma-download sa ating mga necessary departments para po tuloy-tuloy na po yung magiging pagbibigay natin ng mga ayuda at pag-procure ng mga kailangan natin?
Yes po. Actually, sa mga regular program po, na-release namin comprehensively on the quarterly basis po. Yung mga regular program po ay na-release na po siya comprehensively. Yung tinatawag nating SARO nila at saka yung Notice of Cash Allocation. Kaya po si Secretary Rex, if you will notice, nagbibigay na po sila ng ayuda sa mga affected tricycle drivers. Okay? And also yung para sa ating mga fuel subsidy po, na-release na po natin dyan. Na-release na po natin sa BOTR. And the other departments and agencies na nagbibigay na po ng tulong sa ating mga mamayan. Lalo-lalo na po doon sa ating DMW at saka sa OWA na kapag naibigay na rin po yan, comprehensively release na po kasi yan.
Opo.
Mga pondong yan po.
Opo. Natanong ko lang din po, Sec, kasi nasabi din po ni Secretary Rex ng DSWD na yung iba pong mga ayuda for cash, for fuel subsidy ay after Holy Week pa maibibigay sa mga probinsya. Pero kung naibigay na po pala, bakit aabutin pa po ng after Holy Week for the provinces, Secretary?
I think the problem is not the funding po, yung logistics po yan, tinitingnan po nila. It's not the problem of the fund. It's more of the operationalization po yan, may pagbibigay. I understand they are also determining yung mga submission of the list ng mga beneficiaries. At ang alam ko po kasi, yung sa mga tricycle drivers po, manggagaling sa local government unit. At kailangan po nilang verifikahin, ay isubmit po yan ng mga LGUs at dapat verifikahin muna nila yan.
Okay.
So that's why ganun po yan. Ini-schedule na po nila, ini-schedule po nila yan. Sa matter of fact, sa National Capital Region, di ba ho, if you will notice, nakapagbigay na po sila. So,
Yes.
it's already ongoing po ang kanilang pagbibigay ng ayuda, ang
Opo.
tulong po.
Opo. Naku, napakarami pa po niyan sa iba't ibang rehiyon ng dapat bigyan. Ano po? Secretary Rolly, one final thought from me. Ano po? Kung sakasakali, and then there's a very strong clamor na isuspend ang excise tax at saka VAT sa mga fuel products. Kung mangyayari po yan, will that actually impact the DBM projections for 2026?
Of course, magkakaroon po ng impact po yan. Siyempre po, kasi bababa po ang collection natin in terms of revenue collection given that reduction po or suspension of the excise tax and even the VAT. But on the part of the DBM po, we're looking at also kumbaga tinatawag na expenditure measures. What do I mean by that? Tinitingnan po natin yung mga non-essential maintenance and other operating expenditure na pwede natin siyang gawing efficiency measure or having a efficiency measure. Ano po yung mga non-mandatory natin, maintenance and other operating expenditure? Ito po yung mga travel expenses,
Yan.
training, communications. Baka yung mga yon ay pwede natin tignan at pwede tayong makakuha some sort of savings from those non-essential maintenance and other operating expenditure. So yun po yung, on our part, the expenditure side, yun po yung pwede namin gawin po, which we did that already in mga previous years. we issue what we call the austerity measures para po tayo ay magtipid
Yun.
sa ating gastusin. Kumbaga, kailangan natin i-tighten yung belt natin para siyempre hindi tayo kumbaga mag-exceed dun sa ating programa in terms of our fiscal program given yung ating yung mga projected revenue loss if ever we'll be having exempt or aalisin po yung excise tax and the VAT.
Opo. Finally, Sec, kahit isang mabilis na lang po, no? Sinabi po ni Secretary Sharon Garin that pwede naman tayong bumili ng langis sa merkado, pero willing ba tayo to spend a higher price on this? Kaya po ba ng budget natin bumili ng mas mataas na langis na hindi naman po maipapasa masyadong masakit sa mga consumer?
Yun na po yung ginawa po natin. Actually, last Saturday po, nag-usap kami ni Secretary Garin. Tumawag po, nag-usap kami tungkol dyan na pwede tayong bumili ng langis kasi to support also our private sector na pagbili ng ating langis po. That's why po, in our part, kaya po tayo mayroon dinrelease po sa kanila ngayon na 20 billion pesos para ito po ay to support yung programa ng ating programa natin as to para hindi po tayo ay darating na magkulang yung ating supply ng ating oil products, yung gasoline, diesel, and LPG and others. So, yun po yun. So, that's why we have issued or rather released these funds for them. Po.
Pwede po bang i-withdraw muna or i-suspend yung confidential and intelligence fund?
Those are not identified out in our estimates yet. The non-mandatory expenditures, also or So yun po yung Sa ngayon po, it's up to the agency now to really look at that po. Kasi right now, halos na-release na po namin yung ibang yung mga funds for that particular item of the budget.
Ay, ang bilis, ha? Secretary, maraming salamat po. We appreciate your time, sir, and we hope to speak with you again.
Thank you, Secretary.
Yes po. Maraming salamat po sa pagkakataon. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat
Si
po.
Acting Secretary Rolando Rolly Toledo ng Department of Budget and Management.
Ayan, medyo marami tayong tanong sa kanya kasi kailangan